We have challenges in effectively managing specification revisions and process revisions. Ideally, you will connect your quality systems directly to the shop floor. Then you can verify in real time that the operator is properly trained and qualified to run the process. You can prevent unqualified equipment from being used to process critical parts. You really need to do this load by load for every critical operation on a work order. Of course, your quality managers and supervisors are very busy, so you really need a system that'll help them identify specification exceptions as they happen on the shop floor, and also to provide them a heads up, advance notice of specific resources that will become unqualified in the near future. We have challenges in providing a robust audit trail. When authorized personnel add or modify anything dealing with specifications, you need a system that will automatically document their modifications. This is just one part of the audit trail you're going to have. For your part-specific processes that the prime has approved, you need to freeze or lock those process details so nobody can change the procedures on a work order. Additionally, any required changes to the process, perhaps due to some specification revision, must be done by authorized personnel, and a complete history of all changes and revisions should be maintained and enforced. With new revisions of specifications, you need to track the lineage of the specification, so you will immediately know if a prior revision has been superseded or even obsoleted. To manage and provide a robust audit trail, you need a way to very quickly determine and see every internal document that is referencing a given specification and revision. By doing so, you will more easily be able to determine what documents or processes need editing to support the new specification revision. So let's try to imagine what an optimized environment might look like. What are its key characteristics? Well, the first thing is we need to provide the right information to the right people at exactly the right time. Because everybody's so busy these days, we're doing a lot more with a lot less people. You need an automated way to immediately notify key personnel of resource exceptions during the processing of advanced specification parts. You also want to give your managers a fighting chance of preventing potential resource disqualifications and therefore slowing down your shop's throughput. Or an employee that will need to go through some annual training, or perhaps a vendor that needs to submit a copy of their latest certification. You will need to guarantee the correct specifications are connected to each order and be able to prove all resources that we're processing according to those specifications at the time the order was in your shop. The certifications you generate need to be right the first time and have the exact verbiage and processing data the customer requires. And that's not enough. You need all of this work to work in an automated fashion, and you need an audit trail that's built in so your people don't need to spend even more time producing some CYA documentation. So really optimizing your environment is more about working smarter, not harder. It's about implementing a quality platform that is designed for a services environment and connects more of your quality management system directly to the shop floor. You need to connect your silos of disconnected quality information directly to the shop floor. Part of the disconnected silos of information are paper-based or manual-based electronic systems like spreadsheets or Word documents or PDF files that are sitting in a network share somewhere that take an enormous amount of time to manage. They're also very easy to overlook or be confused, resulting in the wrong quality documents being attached to an order. Getting your critical specification information digitally managed from a single source will allow you to automatically integrate the correct information on every single order coming in. Getting the right information automatically connected to orders is the first step. Then you need to make all of the information available to the right people at the right time. And this really translates into making all of the information available all the time. So I'll give you a few key examples of how an optimized environment can look. So what we have here is an example of a real-time notification that can be presented to an operator out on the shop floor. In this case, we have got 3 different specifications that are attached to this operation. And we've got a column on the right with red and green boxes that make it readily apparent that there's a problem here with this particular operator. So we can see, the operator can see quickly here, that they're qualified for the first specification listed. But the next 2 are red, so they're not qualified. In this example, the second specification, these qualifications actually expired. So he was qualified for this at some point, but it's been expired. And the third specification, it says it's missing. So this operator has never been trained or qualified for that particular specification processing. So this is a real-time message that'll come up to the operator to let them know there's a problem.